Hello children, how are you all? Welcome to another lesson in English language. Hope you had fun in the last lesson. Now this lesson is going to be completely different. Last lesson we talked about the grammar, which is modal verbs. But in this lesson, I'll be giving you a reading passage. So I'll give you a reading passage for you to do, and what I want you to do is to take your time to you. These are words me might have come across as you were reading and guess, oh my gosh, what does this word mean? Don't be bothered, I'm here to explain them. And they are microorganisms, contract, rubbing motion, and compromise. The first one is what? Microorganisms. You don't understand what microorganisms are. Microorganism is a compound word. Remember, compound words are words formed from joining two separate words. Micro is a word and organism is a word. To understand it, you have to explain micro. Micro is used to explain something that is extremely small. You can't see with your naked eyes. You have to use a microscope in order to see it. That's where we get the word micro, because we use what? Microscope to see it. Then an organism is a living thing. Then when you join micro and organism together, you get what? Microorganisms. So did you understand what microorganisms are? Examples of microorganisms will be the bacteria, the protozoa, viruses. They're actually living things, but you can't see them because they're very, very small. Our second word will be contract. Now contract is a tricky word because it has two meanings. The first meaning is an agreement. A contract is a written agreement. Now the second meaning of the word contract is to reduce in size. Is to do what? Reduce in size. When anything or any person, though I'm very sure it's not possible, but when anything reduces in size, we say it has done what? Contracted. An example would be if you take a rubber spoon. You know what rubber is? We have plastic, wood, rubber, but we'll use a rubber. If you take a rubber spoon and put it in fire, or you make it very, very hot, extremely hot, you'll find it out the plastic spoon or the rubber spoon will reduce in size. That is known as what? Contracting. It's reducing in size because of what? The heat. Now, the third word will be what? Motion. And what does motion mean? Motion means to do what? Move. Motion means to do what? Move. You moving up and down or about, you are actually performing a motion. The last word will be compromise. No. It's not pronounced compromise. It's pronounced compromise. Compromise is not a word. We have compromise. Now, what is compromise? Compromise is the past tense of compromise is the past tense of compromise without a D, and it means to do something in any way that might be harmful to you. If you agree to do something that is either less of what you either planned or something that may hurt you, that is when we say somebody or something has done what? Compromise. Now let me put it in an example. You go to visit grandma, but you don't wear a face mask. And remember, we have COVID-19 all around. Now what you're doing to grandma is putting grandma at a compromise. You are actually making her open to bad things. Do you understand? So now do you know how to use these words? You can further build your vocabulary development by reading new books and looking for new words. Even as you pass the road, you can Look at billboard signs and highlight new words you don't understand. Look them up in the dictionary. That's how you build your words vocabulary.